Hey, what is up you guys, Rakamis here, and now for this video for today, we're not gonna do just a let's play, we're just gonna have let's chat, because I do want to give you guys a heads up about like what is going on, because first of all, I do want to apologize that it has been 4 weeks, like that's been almost a month or something, like almost a month or a little bit more than a month, but you guys understand where this is going, because the last video I did was about like 4 weeks ago, and that was the Cuphead one, and I was supposed to continue on do so, but apparently internet just got cut off, just got cut off about it, and we didn't have any internet for about 4 weeks, I believe. So for that, I do want to apologize to all of you guys that have been waiting for so patiently, but I'm hoping you guys are like, well, the patient type to wait. So now, apparently that there was a solution, there was a problem going around here, like, on October, like, I was planning, like, first of all, I was planning on doing, like, a weekend from a Halloween event, like, a Halloween of the week, so, like, a special Halloween, which I was planning on doing something about, let's just say, the Fortnite, because of Fortnitemares, but Fortnitemares is already over. Plus, there's a new, the new season just got out, which is a remix one, which is the Chapter 2 remix, but it's also the last season of the Chapter 5, but we are moving to Chapter 6 pretty soon at the end of this month, so I'm hoping you guys are excited for that one. Other things that I was hoping to do live streaming is in Overwatch 2, is because they add the Junkenstein's Laboratory, which has absolutely got my interesting, but it's actually pretty fun. Now, apparently, I did try them out, but not in like when the internet's got back up. A part of this is that when it got I had to use the other internet from at my mother's place. And yeah, and I did try them out for it, and I gotta say, the second part of, the Junkenstein Laboratory is absolutely well done, and I believe that's what Blizzard has been working on. And furthermore, is that there is some little solution in that I am planning on something a little different for that. Now, while I have no internet, while we have no internet, my bad, apparently is that, well, we've been having a little bit, well, me and the family have been having a little busy stuff and for that, but also there was some other solutions that, like, there's also a little problems, like a thing or two problem, like problematic or something like that, and it turns out that let's just say my mother's knees are starting to have a little problem, so she's just gotta, like, take a rest for, like, from like sometimes before she might get back to work. And the second thing is that the second one is what got me very worried, because apparently my grandmother was doing fine at first, like for 4 weeks ago she was doing fine at first. Apparently that things have been turned turned for, don't just like the I'm not sure if it's gonna be. I'm not sure if it was bad, but it's, to me, I'm a little worried about her, because honestly, I am living with my grandmother, because I have to take care of, like, make her something dinner for her, because honestly, she is old, but I have to be responsible to, like, also taking care of my grandmother more often, especially my niece, of course. However, there's also something else that what got me pretty much worried, is that my grandmother was starting to, like, get her, like, just one of the side of the knee was starting to get a bit problematic, like she can't even stand straight with just one bad knee problems, and I have to help her carry out all the way to the other room, to the bedroom. Even sometimes she needs my help to get to the bathroom, because the only problem is the walking abilities, and that I'm starting to worry about, like, she's losing it, like, in little times. So that's what I'm a little worried about, is her ability to walk, but that's just only the one side. I mean, the other leg is just fine, but it's just only one leg that, like, only her knee is the problem for that. The other things that I want to also talk about is that before like we got the internet about like a couple of days ago that I'm pretty sure that we were fine at first, but apparently a couple days ago that me and my mother just got ourselves like got sick, and we weren't expecting for this was gonna happen. But worry not. Yesterday I got myself recovered for it, but I still have a little pains in like a little bit in my body. So it's a good thing I took like took some like them took some pain relief. Wanted to get my bodies a little bit healed up in more time soon for that, but also get rid of like ignore the pains for sometimes. But it'll take time for that. Right. However, I'm also hoping that my mother gets better pretty soon. So hope she's all right for that. But yes, yes, me and my mother have some of like the same issues. But worry not, we just got like we're getting better. Well, actually. I'm getting myself almost better for that, because, I mean, as you may hear me right now, I'm not actually sick, but I am getting better, because the main problem is that after when I got sick, my body was starting to hurt, like, all over it, and it was starting to pain, so it's a good thing I took some pain relief medicine for that. Now, I might be a little bit hoping that my mother could get better soon, so that's just a possibility chance that I want for her sake. Now, the other things that I really want to talk this out is that there is a lot of things that's been changing up a notch for like including like everything for that. Now, as far as I'm aware, from what you guys have, like someone of you guys have requested about it, and of course, there is this one game that what it just got me interesting. And if you remember that in other games that I've also from like what was it? Yes, here he is, Cuphead, and yes, like I am almost done with Cuphead. I just need to finish the game for it as soon as possible. So probably in Monday or Tuesday, I will be hopping back in Cuphead. So that will be a good opportunity, and I'm pretty sure that I know this one was. I know I'm just recording from Wednesday, but also other things is if you guys are wondering that Stardew Valley had a major update, which it just got out on just got out now, and also Dave the Diver also got himself updated. Now apparently while there was like no internet, I have to play solos such as like Rive, Ender Lily. I mean, I have to play Ender Lily again for about it, like just for good old time's sakes. And also, I've been working on the like Skull the Hero Slayer for something. Also, I have checked on Minecraft to see if there's something new about it. Like they've added some new add-on mods to the which I would continue on do so for that. And also, the other things is that there's also more updates to that, such as Risk of Rain, because the company that makes the Risk of Rain and Risk of Rain 2 had made a feedback said that there was a bug problem. There was a bug problems for that, but also there is something that they're going to adjustment a little bit, such as like the enemies, the items, and I believe the boss and lead, and including survivals. So those are exactly what I am looking forward to it, that when it comes with that. Now, apparently, I'm thinking about, like, doing Risk of Rain, like, doing live streaming, like, just for the first time for a beginner. And, of course, I'm thinking about, like, doing this after when I complete Dead Cell. Now, I've been doing some little research about when it comes to the Dead Cell, and it turns out that if you noticed about something while I was live streaming for that, I thought I couldn't even figure out why am I not getting a boss cell anytime soon. Turns out it is the aspect equipment that when I'm equipped to it, meaning I cannot go even further when it comes to getting a new boss cells for that. So I figure of doing the aspect one, like doing the aspect equipped in when I have achieved have all 5 boss cells. Because as far as I know, as far as I heard, Dead Cells have 5 boss cells, and they have an amazing crazy way. So yeah, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things for that. Also, I was planning on doing Cult of the Lamb live streaming from Halloween, but I'm not sure if I would have chance for that one. But that's just what I'm planning on it. Anyways, other things is that I believe I might have a chance to like do the live streaming like still on Thursday and Friday, just to keep this one in mind. Fine, and of course, I have been doing a flippin' research about like the entire map, and I had to watch it in one video, and of course I had to keep skipping back, and I like to do something. So here's something where I came up with it. For those of you who are a little bit confused, for those that are like, if you're wondering, like, there is a lot of shields, including like lots of chests. Now, just to give you guys a full aware of it, that I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up and to be more specific about it. Now, the ones in the shield marks that I marked in are those that where the ruins at, like the shrine ruins are at. However, most of those shrine ruins are requires the quest. However, treasure chest, on the other hand, does the same as the does the same as the let's just say shrine, except that you'll need a DLC. Cause if you remember something for that one, the DLC for which requires for hang on a moment. I think you can actually get a DLC and yeah, you can actually get a DLC and exclusives, and yes, this can only go in a DLC pack 2. And this is something very important. This is something very important for that one. And it also mentioned about there's a Trials of the Sword, Master Mode, Hero's Path Mode, Travel Med, and Kuroko's Mask, and I believe I've heard the Kuroko's Mask before, and also 8 clothes items hidden in treasure chests. But that one can only work on the on the DLC Pack 1. Now, DLC Pack 2 that says as an untold story of the 4 champions, a challenge that includes the ability or something like that, dungeons and original story. So yes, this could also for this one, this requires it'll show you more backstories for that. But apparently, I did not have a DLC, which is also both of them. And if we're going to like an eShop right now, according to this one, it should be cost about I believe cost $20 to get both set, just both set. So yeah. So that's exactly how this one goes for that. But also, as I mentioned for that, I've marked it all up for it, and just so you know, for those in the marks that has a shield on it, those are the marks. Those are the marks of where is where's the shrine is. However, there is this last part of those that are I need to keep this one in mind. Now, there is something, and I've heard something about it. And of course, it requires over there, over here. Now, this is something that is for the Forgotten Temple. Now, someone mentioned about this one, a person had done some little research about it or done this before, and it did mention that when that you have to gather, you have to come back to the Forgotten Temple once you have complete 120 of those shrines. You hear me correctly, 120 shrine. So, major problem is that I'm not sure if the chances are for this one that if I don't see it, then it does require DLC. So, just for the test run, we are going to head in there right now, because apparently it did mention that it requires a DLC Pack 2. Just that. And with that, you get to like have access to like those part of those. Like to have more shrines, but I'm not sure if like you can actually complete it all without using a DLC. That's what I'm curious. So that's what I'm curious. And hold on a second, I'm freezing my butt off. I'm freezing my butt off. Hold on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Where is that? Where the fuck is that? There we go. Unfreezing. Okay. So apparently from like so yeah, apparently that one is mentioned about like having a a bit of a shrine for that. And oh, I have like full butt. And let's see. Now honestly, in order for like to do something for that, we need to do the which one was it? Like a and also honestly, there's also something that I believe you have to do something for it, so there's like nothing you can talk to. So it seems like it does require for you to have, like, need a DLC. Which is, hang on a second. Let's see, there might be another one. There might be another one that's a close by, which is, yeah, we're just gonna go there first. Now, while I'm traveling this, like this end, just to test theory that, other things than that, I am very curious and I am excited is the new Nintendo Switch. Like the new Nintendo Switch console, and everyone thinks it's just gonna be Nintendo Switch 2. Which honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind for, I don't mind if anyone thinks about, like, what the console is gonna be named. I'm just hoping that when it's gonna be out. So that is what my curiosity is. Oh shoot, I missed. I just need to be careful. Okay. So there's that. So I just need to... Oh, heal. Okay, there we go. So now I have to wait for... Okay. Now, anyways, as I was saying about, like, people think that they're not gonna reveal sooner, but of course, I'm a patient guy, like, I'm a patient type of guy, because I'm always wait until, like, until they announcement for something. They, like, just to understand where this is going. Now, here's something to keep this one fully in mind. Like, to keep this one fully in mind is that when it comes to having a new Switch, like a new Nintendo Switch, this is something very important. That's a golem, isn't it? So that's not just a pile of ice or something. Yep, it's a golem. Could I? I think a Durabell did with it. There we go. Oh, we got a lot of loot. Ooh, I feel so lucky. Anyways, back to the topic what I'm doing. Now, as I was saying it about the one things there from when it comes of having a new Switch console, like a brand new Switch. This is one of the kind that I was hoping and exciting that it is coming. Now, the reason why I'm excited from the new Switch console is that as far as I heard, there's a new details that it keeps it a lot, like, makes me more interesting, and of course, there is, like, something about, like, how should I say this, like, they add some, like, new graphics and something like 4K HD, I believe, something that they've been working on it, and this might be a good opportunity. Now, I believe some people have mentioned, like, they did point this out here, that it could become better from, like, compared to, like, as a, like, but yeah. Like, as I was saying, like, it could compare to, like, something that I could just, like, how should I say this, about, like, no, about, like, they could have, like, another, like, an awesome game, such as Dragon Ball, like, Dragon Ball Sparking Zeroes, and I believe the new Overwatch game, which is the Marvel's rival. There you go. Yeah, there we go. I was trying to remember what was the name of it when I got pretty much distracted, so I do apologize for that. But anyways, you guys, but yes, those would be very interesting for, like, if they do actually come out about it. However, what's even more interesting that I really, really hoping that if they can actually pull this out, meaning I'm hoping they could fix this, is the one part that when it comes of a lot of people have been, like, a little bit frustrated when it comes of having a which one was it? There was like a lot of games for it that it is good, but the main problem is it requires a cloud version. I'm not sure if I have anything on the list. No, I don't have anything on the list, so that's a bummer. And also, what's even more bummer is that that the chest does not spawn. Like, the ones that where the chest is, like, does not spawn. So apparently, as I mentioned, like, let's just go over there, and then we're just gonna head that direction. Okay, so yes, for those that I did mark it with the shield on it, does have the mark of where where the shrines are, like, where the original shrine are. But yes, that's the important reason. So yes, that's the important reason. Now, as I mentioned, that they might fix the issues problem. They might fix the issues problem compared to, like, having a as I mentioned, having in the, like, the cloud version coming in, like, in full game. So this is something what I really, really, really want to talk about with that one. And yeah, to top up that one, to be more specific about this one, because a lot of players are complaining about, like, having a cloud version, and thinking about, like, having good graphics. You need Wi-Fi to do that, which is why they call it a cloud version. Now, this was a good idea, except there was a bigger problem. A bigger problem is that when it comes to having a cloud version problem, that can only be one thing, and that is when it comes to having a Wi-Fi problem. So that could only do, like, a thing or two about it. So So this one was like kind of like makes me worried. Like a little worried, but I am still curious if they are going to pull this out. Now, if they did pull this one out, then heck, I'm going to play some of the other games that has a cloud version. Like, if they can make an updated where any games that has a cloud version can make a full graphic games, meaning you don't need it, you don't have to have cloud version anymore. Like those are the parts of what I was hoping they could reference on it, because if they have like just on the Switch or Switch OLED, then there can only goes like they could go for a cloud version. But however, with the new Switch, they might change them up for like if you have the game that has a cloud version, then they will guarantee allows you to play games without using cloud version, meaning that you can actually play full game without using a cloud version. And so it would be a win-win situation. Like a very much win-win situation. So that would be my honest opinion. Aha, there you go. I'm pretty sure that I've heard for this one that there's like a, I think there's like a bomb or something. Wait. Put that down. Good. And detonate. Shoot. Not what I was looking for. But damn. Okay, so I'll have to remember where this one was. I'm trying to remember how to... Apparently, like, this is gonna be difficult to find, but yeah. But as you may notice for, like, the signals for it, me, I am getting close. But I need to find a way, to get in. Like, it seems like it's in somewhere. Seems like it has to be somewhere inside. Like, it has to be like inside of a mountain. But the only question is it actually? Also, I noticed that, is that the... Ah, there's just one of those. Is there something, like, on the bottom that I missed? Oh, wait a minute. Aha! There's the one I've heard about it. We're just gonna do a quick puzzle. Now, anyways, where was I? Oh yes, the new Switch. Apparently, as I mentioned, I was hoping that if they actually did, like, updated from, like, any cloud version games, then it would be, like, you can now play it without using a cloud version. Like, without using Wi-Fi, which is, like, no need a cloud version anymore. That would be awesome. That would be, like, huge awesome. And that's exactly what I was hoping. Oh, there's one of those. So, yes. And of course, I'm pretty sure it has to be like... Okay, mention about like a... Yeah, it seems like I got right. It's the second one. I figured it has to be the second one, because, yeah, the person did told me, like, you have to hit that. There you go. And there we go. Got yourself a shrine. So, anyways, let's just activate it before we might forget something. So, anyways, so yeah, those are the parts of those that I did plan it out for it, and also all I have to do is just complete those. So, anyways, now the other thing, now as I mentioned from the Switch, and of course, I am very curious of when it comes of having a cloud version, like having an upgrade to a full game, that would be a very good, good opportunities. So that's the part of those I'm very excited. Now, other things that I was hoping in from, I've heard about something, which is the game that got me curious, and that it is Mario and Luigi's Brothership, and I'm a huge fan of Mario and Luigi's games, and cause I've played it way back, and it was I believe Mario Luigi's Bowser Inside Story, that was from a 3DS, and that brings back memories. And the other one was Mario and Luigi's Dream Team, and that was on the 3DS, because, like I mentioned, those two were way back then when I had the DS and the 3DS. But, having it available on the Nintendo Switch, which is Mario Luigi's Brothership, I am so pumped to play this. But here's something what I've also heard about it that makes all the Nintendo fans, well, let's just say they're not happy. Because they're not happy with the decision of the IGN. Now, I've heard rumors about IGN. Now, honestly, IGN, as far as I heard, they were good. But hearing something in where it comes with, Nintendo ways of, they're not cutting out or something, that just seems like that's just crossed the line. Which I don't know why IGN would say something about from Nintendo, of course. So, seriously, not only is they say something about from Mario and Luigi's Brothership for it, but they say something of, in front of Nintendo. So, that's just, it seems like a harsh decision. But, as far as I'm aware about it, and as I mentioned, I'm a huge fan of Mario and Luigi's games for that, and I am looking forward to play that one. All I have to do is get my hands on that game first, so you guys understand why I'm getting to it. Now, other things that I am also wanting to talk about is that there is something a little others, how should I say this? Other updates in that also got me more interesting. What got me more interesting for something is that there is a lot of updates. Now, we're gonna talk about the two of those, and then that I am hoping that that's gonna be a good one. Now, let's talk about the Overwatch. Now, in the Blizzard's Overwatch, that we've been playing about 5v5 for a long time when it comes to starting with Overwatch 2. Now, however, they did mention about something about they stick it from a 5v5 for a very starting with that part of those, and they thought it would be a good idea because there's a lot of issues going on here in the backstory for it when it comes to having Overwatch, between Overwatch and Overwatch 2, and let's just say they are going to bring back 6v6 because that's what they usually have back in Overwatch. But here's something to keep this one in mind. Because back in Overwatch, I've heard I've done some little research about it and heard the backstory of what's going on in Overwatch, back in old days. The Overwatch, we're doing well until there was something a little bit of problems here, and that's why they had to cut it down to 1 tank roles instead of 2 tank roles. Instead of just having 6v6, just go with 5v5, just to see where this is going. And apparently, this 5v5 have started to get kind of worse. Because here's the thing. In the 6v6, it's all about teamwork and about it. And of course, 2 tanks are kind of a lot better than 1 tank because tanks could not even handle by itself. But here's something a little problems when it comes to if they did bring it back, then there's going to be a little problems as far as I heard. It's going to have problems with double variants, a double variant shield, which I can understand that it makes some extra protection. Now here's something what they're going for this one, a little bit change them up a notch. Now, if they are going to bring back 6v6, then they are going to do something with the tank, and apparently, like, that's what they're worried about it. But here's the thing, DPS are like the most popular gameplay than just tanks. And this is what shocks me the most. And that was before Ramattra just revealed in Overwatch 2. Now, the reason why that I believe in that 6v6 could be a lot better, because first of all, I haven't even tried 6v6 in the first time, because I have been played in like only 5v5, and I've been doing some of a little bit experience for that. But having a little bit of like team up where you're just the only tank here who has to handle all this BS stuff by yourself, while your other comparison, like your DPS has to take down the other words, and your support has to heal the allies as much as possible. So yeah, that is like kind of a situation. However, with more tank support now, like such as Moga, who doesn't have a barrier, but has a 2-foot machine guns that could just ramp it up and anything, and that just like deletes anything, such as like Roadhog and anything for that. I'm quite surprised at how Moga has been doing for that. There are most of the heroes in tanks that does not have a shield barrier for that. But of course, there are some that does. Now, the other things in that I am also very, very curious of is that what they like, not always for like if they are bring back. Now, here's the first thing that they did reveal, like they did set out, is that they set out for us to do a hack mode for that, but not just like a hacking like we're cheating. They're just like doing a hacker mode to let us test it out. Now, here's the thing on what it just happens in that from this season, we're gonna go for 5v5 from just like two places, I believe. Because the first one that we are going to do is to do Limit 2. Now, this is exactly what it brings interesting, but in all Q. And here's how the real interesting gets into it. Now, in all queues about it, which has to be like Limit 2, this is how it gets very interesting. In the original rules and like original roles, of course, you only have is 1 tank, 2 DPS, and 2 support, and that's just it. That's just it for that. But of course, Blizzard are also are just trying something new, so then they can probably fix the problem for that and see where this goes. Now, the first one that they did is that, as I mentioned, they're trying on the new game modes in the hacker mode, which is also quick play mode in all queues, is known as Limit 2. Now, if you're wondering what is Limit 2, Limit 2 is that allows like for each role only has a limit of 2. Like say that if we have like 1 rules each, then the rest of those 2 can only pick any roles. But there's also going to be a drawback. For those in like whichever of those 2 have the second rules in them, the one that has only 1 rules alone will be alone for say if we have 2 tanks, 2 support, and 1 DPS. We only get 1 DPS to deal with. But if we got ourselves a 2 tanks, 2 DPS, and 1 support, the support might have a little troubles of carrying all of us at the same time for that. So this is actually quite the challenging that they're trying to see if they could come up with something. Now, that's the first part of those. Now, the second one is where the other part is known as the Kingmaker. Now, the Kingmaker has does the same thing for that as Limit 2, but adds a little bonus. Now, this could only work on if you're playing against 5v5. And if you're in 5v5 match. But when it comes to Kingmaker, for those for 1 rule that only have is 1 role, 1 player per role, just only 1. Like say if we only have is 2 tanks and 2 support, the DPS will only be the only 1. But with the Kingmaker, it will require that it will give them a buff. It will give them a boost. Not just stay solo, but give it a buff. Give them a little bit of a boost. And there's also saying that if we only have as one tank, and like if we have two DPS and 2 support, and if we have the only solo tank, then the tank will get a boost. Like, the tank will only get a boost, meaning the tank will get a buff. Or, if we get 2 DPS, 2 tanks, and 1 support, then the support will also, and we only got is 1 solo, like 1 support in solo, like in the role, then the support will have a boost. Now, this could only work if they're playing only 1 role. Like, if they're only, the only character in a role. Not just 2 in roles, not just 3 in roles, but in 1 in roles. Like, the only 1 in roles. That's how it's supposed to go. Now, in the next season, which is also season 14, and I'm excited for the new heroes that's gonna be, coming. Oh, and by the way, did you notice our new heroes is gonna be a mutant type? Especially, as far as I've been doing some little research about all the heroes for Overwatch, we never have come across with the mutant heroes yet. So this is actually a pretty good opportunity for that one. But also, someone mentioned it's going to be a mutant, but with multiple characters in one place. But not just in characters by characters, but in multiple in one playable characters. So this is actually quite interesting for that. So that's what got me curious. But who knows? I'm quite interested for that one. Anyways, back to the topic what I'm saying about in the next season. In the next season, I believe season 14, they're gonna try for us to play 6v6. Although this is gonna be a very much different. Now, they're gonna be a little change about, but not to mill 1, but max 3, which is the rest of them is gonna be just 2. Now, just to keep this one in mind, they're trying to, do something a little bit more. Let's just say we're doing this, 1 tank, 3 DPS, and 2 support. Honestly, I'm getting the feeling about, this solution, isn't this too much? You're making more DPS more popular. But if they're going for, a mill 1 and limit to 3, now this might be very interesting, where this is going. So bear with me, guys. Just bear with me, guys. But this is actually a quite interesting for that. And of course, after they're done with that test, they're gonna do another game mode, which is also a 6v6, which is a 2-2-2. So yes, having a 2-2-2 is gonna be a back-to-back-to-back. And of course, they're going to so they're gonna have a results for that for once that time has come. Now, there's also the other things that I was hoping they might also work on it is that when it comes of Junkenstein's lab. Now, people have been hooked in that game mode. But of course, there's also other things for a lot of things that what I do like it a lot. Now, a lot of players have been asked, they've been thinking about, if they are gonna do, we want the talent's ability to be in Fortnite game mode to be in an actual game mode, so we can have our own skill advantage. And this is something very important that I really want to see this one in action. If they actually did put talents, evolve talents, in action, then this will be a game changer for that. But there's also going to be a catch. The catch is that, as far as I've heard, I've heard a thing or two about it. How should I say this? Is that there is going to be a there is a little bit of problem for that. Now, many players have been doing some counter swamps a lot, but here's something what I do like. Now, apparently, mine does not even do with the counter swap. So yeah, counter swap is very difficult for me to counter swap, because the only thing is that you have to do is that you have to prove is that you have to, like, see if you're actually good at it. I mean, for example, when it comes to me playing as a tank, I'm only good as Ramattra, my main tank, Moga, Orisa, and Junker Queen. Those are the 4 tanks and heroes that I've played. But doing a counter swap is gonna be impossible for me, because I only stay is just one character, and one character's only. That's it. Which is why, thanks to Junkenstein Lab, this is the perfect opportunity that I like the most. Is that once you pick the character, you're locked on. And that's a very important thing, is that when it comes to that, if it comes with that, it always gets unlocked out. Like, you're locked in for good. Like, you can't swap any characters. But what you can do is that you can actually advance your talent skill. And, like, your talent skills. Now, this is something very important that everyone thinks that about, like, this, like, there ain't no way that it's just gonna be, like, we all need counter swap for it. Well, apparently, I disagree with only the counter swap, because apparently, they couldn't even, because first of all, they couldn't even try harder. Secondly, it would be harder for me to counter swap them from others, even though the others that I'm not that good, like other heroes characters, like other tank heroes that I have not played, I'm not that good at it. Especially like Reinhardt. Like, no offense on Reinhardt player, but honestly, I've tried my best when it comes to playing Reinhardt, and I'm not that good with playing him. So, yeah, I do apologize for that one. But there are some other characters that I am like very glad from like in that game mode, because once you pick the characters, you're locked on. Now the only thing is that what you need to do is that you have to play your cards right. Now surely it maybe is some random for it, and of course other things about like why not have some mirror, like a mirror match one, and they'll just like think it the same way. Now I would think it of like random, but that's just a bit too risky. But I do have another ideas opportunity. Now, if you remember by playing Paladin, and of course, Paladin used to be played on Switch until I didn't notice a year ago, it won't be playing on Switch no more. So for that, I'm a bit disappointed for that game. I cannot play on console no more. But there is something more important. Something more important things than I was talking about. Now, what I was thinking of, they might do the same thing as Paladin, because for the record, as far as I know, Paladin does not switch characters to just counter swap. They only choose the character and just locked on. But what's even a more important thing is your talent skills advantage. Like, you just need to understand of your skills in there for that. And of course, you just have to level up in there for, like, you have to buy some new skills to, enhance your combat. So I'm thinking about something, why don't they do something like Paladin, but making it like you evolve your evolution, like evolve your talents, like the Junkenstein's laboratory, but instead of random, why not set even like a stack for it? Now, if we were to go for this one, I would think of something like they could have like battle experience points for not always how long you stayed in, not always how long you've stayed in battle, but also how much enemy you've also eliminated at the same time. Now surely having an battle experience point will just earn in due times for that the longer you play in the match. The other thing is, on the other hand, if you eliminate the players, you get more points about it, and you might have enough points to unlock those talents and ability. Even you can evolve your talisman and also keep the other ones safe. Yes. However, you can actually probably sell those talents evolution for just more experience points, like exchange or something. So that's exactly what I was hoping to they could come up with something like that. That's just my personal opinion. And so yeah, other things in that I was hoping the other thing is that I am also interested from when it comes to Overwatch is that like I mentioned, I'm still curious of that new tank heroes. I'm hoping they might reveal something very soon about it after announcement or something like that, but I'm very curious to see that new tank. I am dying curious. And from a mythic skin from the next season, I swear to God, they better come up with something good, or else, I swear to God. Anyways, I know I talk too much. I talk too much about Overwatch because I've played Overwatch for my entire life. But enough of Overwatch. Let's move on to Fortnite. Now, Fortnite has been doing something a little bit special for that one. Now, in the last season, Fortnitemares has been like, let's just say, a crazy, horrifying hit. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually quite fun. And I do appreciate it. And of course, I did got myself the Ultima Carve, which I was hoping to have Ultima Night again. Hoping that might happen again. But there might be a chance. And by having a chance, I might explain for something for where this is going. Now, apparently, there is something a new update is for, or should I say a how should I say this? New setup for when it comes to playing a remix one. Now, just to give you a heads up, this remix only lasts for a month. Only a month. Meaning we only have until the end of the month. Meaning the end of the month of November. Which is November 30th, so you guys get the point. Now, the other thing is, one thing is that I am very, let's just say, me and my friend Slick, let's just say, Slick was about to do some live streaming, but somehow, its internet got crashed in it, but I was at the back of them, and then I was just, a little concerned about, we're about to miss the live event, so I'm just sorry, Slick, I have to go in alone. I have to solo alone. So I just went in, and of course, Slick also catch up to it, and of course, we jump into the live event, but, and it was a good thing, instead of just, starting it, they gave us an extra time, plenty of time for that, in case if we came late, if we came late, or if we came too early for something. It's a good thing they set the timers up and then in the screen, so that is a good thing. Now, as soon as this was ended, we've seen those live events for it, and I gotta say, they pulled out an amazing one, including they brought Snoop Dogg! My man Snoop Dogg is in the stage, so there we go. Sorry, I'm pretty sure I talked too much. Give me a second, I need to drink something, so be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I got myself a drink, so I do apologize. I had to take a little quick break to get myself something to drink. But anyways, where was I? Oh yes, the live event that happens during a Fortnitemares, and yes, the reason what happens is that we've heard that Snoop Dogg was in it, and also Snoop Dogg is already in Fortnite, which I'm hoping you guys are looking forward to see Snoop Dogg in action. And of course, one other thing that also caught my attention for that, not only Snoop Dogg, but my man, the rap, the rap dudes in town, but also the rappest god in town, Eminem, is also coming back in Fortnite, but with a brand new skin, and he's got to be in, I believe, Fortnite Island. And he's going to have his own, I believe his mythic weapon is a machine gun, which does a rap god lyrics. That's the part I like it. And yes, me and Slick did saw it in the trailers, and we were surprised. I'm surprised at that. They are cooking. And of course, I'm actually surprised that they've done a remix for those two into one. But the one skin, as far as that, I knew Slick would love it, and that is the Meowdis one. And yes, the Meowdis is the new skin that is the version between the Meowskulls and Midas. Both of them just remixed together into Meowdis, which is chef's on it. It is a chef's on it. Chef's on a kiss, man. And yes, this has a very neat details for today. And when I saw the battle pass, I was like surprised and feel like, oh, Slick is gonna get flipped for those like with this battle pass. And let's just say Slick also like was very happy because here, I mean, funny thing is that was exactly the same image that like Slick was hoping that that Slick would have his own skin and to be like this one, like a Midas skin and a Meowskull skin merged together to become this, and this was a masterpiece that Epic just like you know what, you want it, you got it. Like they just gave it to it, like, but only in a battle pass. But yes, this is what turns the tables around. So to Epic, cheers on that one. And the other things that got me interesting is the remix of 8 balls, and now we only got is 1 ball. I was quite curious of that one, but I do like the design for 1 ball. Well, until then, Slick mentioned about the loading screen. He's thick. And like he's thick. He's dumb and thick. So yeah, I believe you guys have saw the image of like the loading screens for when I believe 1 ball is facing against 8 balls. You guys might understand what we're talking about. But anyways, before we're about to get any further for that, there isn't a little solution. I also want to have a little like a chat. Now, as far as I've heard a lot of rumors that Fortnite is bringing Chapter 1's, like Season 1 to Season 10 permanently. Now, this was what caught my attention. Now, I feel like we're going back to the chapter, but they did mention that there is a mod that we could actually choose one or another, whether we want to go re-experience in chapter 1, like for most of those OG players for that. Most of the OG players that haven't played in Chapter 1s for a very long time, I believe this mode is actually pretty good. However, there's actually other things in it that what Epic has been working on it. Now, moments ago, that Epic decided that they want to, do the Battle Pass for, coming in a shop, but only for about a year and a half. So yes, that's what the date in the calendar is that when it comes with that. However, they did mention something about something else. Now, we were also a little bit concerned about if they're going to do that, would they also bring back the OG Battle Pass, the Chapter 1 season, season 1 through 10 Battle Pass, which is what we are also curious. But it turns out a lot of people have got an information when it comes of Fortnite, and of course, it turns out that Epic is also is doing the right thing. Now, most of you guys have think that that's a bad idea. That's a law. It's against the law for sure. Something like that. But here's something that I'm just gonna point this out here, but also I'm gonna remind all of you, for those of you guys that are just dislike that ideas, better listen up. First of all, if you remember the other parts of those, the reason why that if they would put it out, this will put out black markets for good, out for business. Now, keep this one in mind. If you guys are thinking of something about what's the problem with the black markets? Well, if you notice something, black markets will actually sell an account full of skins that has in the past experience for it, meaning they got the OG one, and that's why they want your money. So that's exactly why, because once they want your money, the black market was the only way to just sell it. That's the thing. But here's the bigger problem. the bigger problem is that, how should I say this, is that, well, when it comes to, like, they get the account, like, they got it from a different account, or should I say that they got, or, how should I say that, someone else got their, someone got someone else's account, then Epic would also notice something, and they will permanently ban that. And that's exactly the major problem. Like, not just a major problem, but a major flawless. Because once that happens, you can't get that back. Permanently. And that's the biggest issues for that. Now, people thinking about, like, it's a bad idea, but to me, it is a good idea for this solution, because that's what we all need. We all want the OG Battle Pass back. Because even if they mention about, like, even if they did, they're just not gonna wear it. But to me, personally, there is some skins that I personally wanted that I feel like myself again. I'm just hoping that they can actually pull this out. And the reason why that I really want this so much is because, as I mentioned, my old account that has Ultima Knight was deleted due to the, a problems that it was starting getting out of hand. Someone, one of my used-to-be friends asked me to link from my account to theirs, and somehow they think it was a good idea. Apparently, this would become a or how should I say it is a backfire problem, because once they found out, your account will be terminated, deleted, or should I say banned. So that's the problem is. So before that happens, I have no choice but to delete my account, and that's just it for that. I've lost everything. But bringing the chapter 1s for season 1 to season 10 is a good change up. And that's exactly what we want. We've all want a we all want a fresh start. So why not have an experience to have the OG's Battle Pass back and just start over from scratch? Now, I'm pretty sure that's what you guys would, some of you guys would disagree, but I believe a lot of you guys would agree that that's exactly what you guys want, because most of you guys are new, didn't have a chance to have the OG Battle Pass skin, for the first time. Or what does design look like? Well, now it's time. And of course, to keep this one in mind, Epic's made a smart decision that when it comes with that one, this is a good opportunity when it comes to bring back the Battle Pass for it. This is the one thing they need to make more profits. Just bring the Battle Pass back from the, Chapter 1. Now, this might be a first step, but we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. And of course, I'm hoping that they actually did that. But if not, I will also be disappointed for that. But anyways, I believe that's it. Yeah, I believe that's it for Fortnite. But also, I am looking forward to the next chapter. But of course, we're gonna be seeing a new life event for it. I believe was a Big Bang. I believe. Well, probably another Big Bang. I mean, that's what I've heard. But who knows? But anyways, guys, without further ado, that would be it for this video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, I do apologize for a very, very long videos for that, but I do want to get something out of my chest to give you guys a heads up, and of course, and let's just say I want to give you guys a heads up in case if you guys are not are concerned, even worried about it. So that's what I'm a little concerned about. Is it's not only is because of my channels, it's because I'm only concerned about you guys are concerning to me. So I do appreciate it. If you are concerned, then I do appreciate it. And also, there's a reason why I made this video, just to give you guys a heads up. But internet is back on, and of course, we are back on track. I hope. So, anyways, guys, without further ado, that's it for Let's Chat. So, I hope you guys understand. I hope you guys fully understand what's going on and where's this going. But I'm looking forward to see in the upcoming future. I just can't wait. But finger crossed, everyone. Fingers crossed. So, without further ado, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button for this video. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell on the next so in case you guys don't want to miss any video. And hit the bell on the next, and also hit the bell on the next to it, so in case you guys don't want to miss any video. And also, let me know in the comments down below for what is on your thoughts about this video, and of course others that I've also talked about it. So hope this will give you guys the feedbacks. And also, check out the other video, also the other games that I've also played, that I've also have like other, to chat, or other games that I've also played instead of Let's Chat. You can check it out in my YouTube channel also. So, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Top shot on the flip side. See ya! Sorry. Top shot on the flip side. See ya!